There's so much rubbish on the telly these days that I often find myself going back to TV series of the past that I've bought as a DVD box set. And that's what today's video is about. I'm going to share with you my favourite top 10 TV characters. 5 in this video, 5 in the next video. There are some programmes that I watch purely because the characters were so well written that I looked forward to seeing what they were going to get up to each week. Here are my first 5 characters who made TV shows worth watching. All of these shows are fairly recent, well, in the last 30 years or so. So let's start at number 10. At number 10, it's Matt Saracen from Friday Night Lights. Played by Zach Gifford, Matt looked after his grandma. He started as the backup quarterback to Jason Street, who gets injured in the very first episode, and so he's thrust into the spotlight of being in the Panthers starting lineup when he never expected to be. Matt is low on self-confidence, he's unsure of himself, but always tries to do the right thing. As the series progresses, we see him grow as a person, even though he suffers multiple setbacks. He's not your usual jock, he's a thoughtful character and an all-round nice guy. At number 9, it's Al Swearingen from Deadwood. Based on a real person, Al Swearingen is the owner of a saloon called the Gem Theatre. He sees himself as an entrepreneur, but he's also a pimp. Ian McShane plays him brilliantly with menace and harshness. He's always on the make and he tries to turn everything to his advantage as he endeavours to run the town of Deadwood. He's a tremendous character and one that I loved watching. He was foul-mouthed and with no morals, and I loved watching to see what he was going to do next. I'll bet you have your own favourite TV characters, don't you? Well, why not let me know by commenting down below? And it would be great if you could hit that button up there as well. At number 8, Saga Noren from The Bridge. Saga is a detective in the Malmo County Police Department. She's unlike any other police person I have ever seen in a programme. Although it's never said, she suffers from Asperger's syndrome and she has no recognition of social terms. She does and says exactly what she thinks she wants to do and when she wants to. This puts her at odds with the policeman who she's been partnered up, who's Martin Rode from Denmark. Their job was to solve a murder of a woman who's found dead on the bridge, whose body spans the border of 2 countries. As the series progresses, she interacts in the same way with everyone, but her attention to detail works for her. Even though her unorthodox personality puts her at odds with most people. She is played magnificently by Sophia Helen and is one of the most unique characters I have ever seen in a series. Number 7, the janitor out of Scrubs. He's the janitor in the Sacred Heart Hospital who spends most of his time trying to torment, insult and play personal tricks on intern JD after his first encounter with him. He pretty much strikes terror into JD and becomes his nemesis. He was only a bit part player in the show at first, but his role grew as he became more and more outrageous as the show goes on. Over time you realise that he doesn't have any friends and that JD is probably as close to a friend that he has. Neil Flynn plays the part so well, and there are so many moments of comedy greatness that I couldn't wait to see him on the screen each week. Now before I tell you what's at number 6, don't forget, if you'd like to find out what's in my top 5 TV characters, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ding that bell twice to make sure you're notified when I post the next video, and then they'll be revealed. And at number 6, Jim Bell from Friday Night Dinner. Jim is the Goodman's neighbour who drops by often during the family's Friday night dinner. He is infatuated with Jackie Goodman, who is played by Tamsin Greig, and he always finds excuses to gain entry into the house along with his dog Wilson, who he's afraid of. In the later series, Wilson the dog dies and is replaced by Milson, who he's also equally afraid of. He's interested in the Jewish way of life that the Goodmans lead, but he has no actual concept of what being Jewish is. He's socially inept and isn't able to conduct a normal conversation. And whilst it means he's treated patronisingly, you can't help but warm to the character, who is played superbly by Mark Heap. So much so that Jim has become a much loved cult character. And while you're waiting for the top 5 videos to be posted, why not click up there and find out why I mostly watch old TV shows?